Okay, guys, sorry I can't be here today. I thought I'd just give you instructions, seeing it's the first day of term 4. Hope you had a good break and all that. I certainly did. I'm here preparing on Sunday night. I've returned all your controls assignment to you, so check those in your emails. Some of them have already received them before that. I'm here to talk to you mainly about your main accounting assignment, which you've already all got. Now, ideally, if you want to maintain your progress, I suggest that you have all of your general journals done the next lesson I'll see you. So, by that I mean you should look at all the entries that are there. There's about 30 odd, and I will give you a few extra clues in a minute. And the minimum I expect to have done are all the general journal entries on paper. Remember that you have to do 2 versions. I've got the assignment sheet in front of me here. So obviously you have to open up your ledger accounts first up, and that information you'll find in the written piece in the first part of the assignment, which includes all the inventories, by the way. It's got a couple of non-current assets and so forth. But for tomorrow and the homework, I need to do part 2, which is enter all transactions in the balance in the general journal, and if you can, get towards the balance adjustments, which are the ones to do at the 30th of the month. So if you already have done that and want to go to the next step, then open up your ledger accounts. What you can also do as another side item is to keep moving and make sure that you're still ahead, is to start your MYOB set up, have all the right accounts and all that sort of stuff sorted, so you're ready to input all your balance adjustments. But I wouldn't actually put them in there until you've checked that they're all right before you put them in, because that's going to be the easy bit. In terms of some clues, there are some references relating to sales tax. Now, as I explained to you guys earlier, that is an old exercise, pre-1999 I might add, where sales tax used to exist. That got replaced by the GST. Right? So the only where it says sales tax, you interpose GST. A lot of the entries haven't got any tax associated with them, so you don't do the normal 10% GST bit with them. Okay, so don't fall into that trap, please. You will find some entries that relate to a sale. I think there's about 4 or 5 or so, and 1 or 2 sales returns that you also have to negotiate. Now, what I suggest that you do is to do the normal sales transaction, but in order to find the cost of goods sold, what you need to do is to find the cost price in the inventory items that are in the first part of your assignment, where it tells you what inventories consist of, or how many there are, and what price they are at. Okay, so they're the prices you must take. Now, there's one other complicating factor there. As you go through, you will buy one item that isn't on that inventory list. Right? It'll tell you, it might be chairs, 25 chairs at $10 each, for argument's sake. So that cost price, if you then sell them afterwards, you will need to then keep track of, and that is the cost of the goods sold of that item. So most of them are on that initial part in the inventory items, okay, as well as the new inventory item that you will buy throughout that month. Once you get towards the end, you will have to do a balance adjustment for bad debts, and I think also there's a normal bad debt in it. So what you'll need to do in order to find the percentage of the total accounts receivable, you'll have to enter all the entries, right, into the ledger accounts, so respective ledger accounts for those accounts receivable clients, if you like, customers, and then work out what the final balances are before you come up with the with the final balance of which you then take a percentage. Okay, and that varies from exercise to exercise. Right near the end too, you'll find an item relating to inventory adjustment. Now I've just scribbled that in my own handwriting, so that's a bit of a shortcut. That all you have to do, you have to recognise is it an inventory adjustment or is inventory gain, so therefore you have to make the appropriate entry. But if you're up to there, that's fantastic. But if you don't quite get there by the time I see you again, that won't matter too much. But having what I said before, I want you to have the majority. By majority, I mean 95% of items done. All right. Now you should have plenty to go on with. There's one other thing that I haven't talked to you about. I don't know if I alluded to this early on, but the due date is Monday the 24th, so you've got exactly 2 weeks. You've got this weekend plus 2 other weekends in order to finish this. I'd get stuck into it the sooner the better. For one other bit of experience I'm willing to pass on to you is that for those people that have got the majority done by end of week 1 and start of week 2, will need the rest of the week to troubleshoot in order to get the right amounts and find and sift through their mistakes. And that's going to be a really frustrating thing that you'll have to be ready for, but that will be a learning exercise, and that's why I've designed it. So beware of that. So by the end of, or by the start of next week, you should have all your entries into your ledgers, trial balance drawn up, ready to do your income statement and balance sheet. So that is a bit of a timeline for you. Hopefully that's been good. If I've missed something, then you've got each other. All right? You know where I expect you to be by the end of today, this lesson, and a bit of homework. So for the next lesson, I'm expecting 95% of those general journal entries to be done. All right, good luck with that, and I shall see you soon. Some of you will note that I'll be there for economics. I've got a funeral to go to, unfortunately, so I won't be there in the afternoon. But anyway, all the best, and we'll see how we go.